Have you ever noticed those people who seem confident no matter what's happening around them? They don't overshare. They don't justify their choices. They don't feel the need to explain themselves. But somehow, they keep on reaching higher and higher levels in their lives. Here's what I've learned. The real 1%, not just financially free, but also the ones who are happy, fulfilled, and self-led, live by rules most people never hear spoken out loud. It's not about being smarter. It's not about grinding harder. And it's not about having more. It's about having the mindset and philosophies that the 1% don't explain, but quietly live by every day. Let me show you 6 of them in this video. Number 1, they don't justify themselves. They move with certainty. Most people feel pressure to explain every decision they make, why they said no, why they changed direction, why they're doing the things they're doing now. The 1% don't feel that pull. Not because they don't care, but because they trust their own judgment and their own truth. A few years ago, I stopped over-explaining myself to my friends and family and started standing by my decision of becoming an entrepreneur and to stay at it as long as it takes to make it work. Something shifted in me. I became committed. Some people disagreed and discouraged me. Others respected it and had faith in me immediately. And both reactions told me everything I needed to know. You don't need approval to move forward. You need self-alignment. Number 2, they don't rely on self-confidence. They rely on follow-through. The 1% rarely talk about confidence because confidence isn't what they depend on. They depend on consistency. They know self-belief isn't built by waiting. It's built by keeping small promises to yourself. Every time you do the thing you said you were going to do. Okay, for example, today at 1:30 p.m., I plan to film this very YouTube video. And I planned that last Saturday afternoon when I was doing my weekly planning. When came the time to film the video today, of course, my brain pointed something else to do, other priorities in my business. And I've been doing the work and I changed my identity to someone who keeps her promises to herself. And the other stuff can wait. And here I am, filming this video. When I stopped asking myself, do I feel ready? And I started asking myself, what small next step can I take right now? My trust in me grew. Confidence follows later as a byproduct. So the takeaway, quiet confidence is built through action, not emotion. Number 3, they don't process their struggles in public. We live in a culture that rewards sharing everything in real time. But emotionally steady people move differently. They let experiences settle before speaking about them. They reflect before they explain. I used to feel the urge to talk through challenges immediately to anyone in front of me, to be understood, validated, seen. But when I learned to pause and self-coach myself in my morning ritual and sit with things first, what I share later carries more clarity and wisdom and can bring more value to others. Some seasons in life need space to feel the emotions before they need words. Number 4, they don't give energy to conversations that go nowhere. The 1% are selective with their attention and they don't apologize for it. They don't linger in gossip. They don't engage in draining debates. They don't stay in conversations that leave them depleted. They protect their time and energy because they never lose sight of their big goal. Once I became more intentional about where my attention went, my mental clarity improved almost immediately. At first, the quiet felt uncomfortable. Then it felt peaceful. And after that, it felt powerful. And that peace changed everything. Where you place your attention shapes your life, truly. Number 5, they don't chase balance. They adjust based on what matters. You'll rarely hear the 1% talk about having everything balanced. They focus on responsiveness instead. They are connected with themselves. They know when to push and when to pause, when to rest without guilt. When I stopped forcing equal energy everywhere and I started honoring what actually needed focus, my most important task, my priorities, my nervous system settled. Burnout stopped running the show, basically. Quiet confidence listens to your capacity, not the pressure. Number 6, they don't share their goals with everyone. This one is crucial. The 1% are careful about who they share their ideas with. Not everyone can hold your vision. We can't ask them that. The desire was given to you, and therefore, you have everything inside you to create it. Not everyone listens without projecting their own fears. When I stopped explaining my plans to people who couldn't see beyond their own limits, my resolve strengthened. I didn't need their opinions or more opinions. Opinions is quite cheap, honestly. I didn't need more believers. I needed more trust in myself. Not every mind deserves access to your future. The 1% aren't quiet because they're unsure. They're quiet because they're anchored. They don't explain themselves constantly. They don't rush to clarity. They can stay in uncertainty. They don't look outside for permissions to do or to be themselves. They let their choices speak. They let their consistency speak for itself. They let their life speak for them, the results for them. So remember this, you don't need to talk more or explain yourself or justify yourself. You need to stand firmer. Quiet confidence isn't something you announce. It's something you practice. If this video resonated and sparked something in you, you will love this video about the 5 habits that make confidence automatic. Thank you for watching.